Huh.
You think they want something? Bet it's not a friendly hello.
They do look like they mean business.
This Arke's idea of an ambush? Oh,
Kaito-san, there's more.
over the...
Same losers from yesterday. Guess they want...
Looks like they rounded up some buddies and waited for us to show.
Well, whatever the hell they want, follow me.
Okay. Ditching me? All right, I'm getting fed up with this shit.
Why haven't they made a move yet? It's like they're waiting for something.
Whatever it is, they're taking their sweet-ass time. Hey! Quit dicking around and come get some!
What the hell? They're just gonna keep stalking us?
Nope. Thanks for waiting, assholes.
Shit! Let me guess. You're RK too?
Bastard went straight for our heads. Are you nuts, guy?
Shut your mouth.
That's one down.
We're not out of the woods just yet.
You really went all out on the backup. Is the whole town RK now or something?
Doc, we should probably get gone before the cops roll in.
Why? It's not our fault we're getting jumped.
Guess their plan was to come at us in waves. I've about had it with this crap.
Yeah. At this rate, we won't be meeting Saori-san and the others. Wouldn't want to drag them into this.
Point. So why not hit RK at home?
Yeah?
Why not? Soma and Akutsu are at the top. I'll just ask them real nice to keep their goons off our back. Unless you want to keep dealing with these fuckers.
I'm fine with making a house call. Any idea where it is?
Yeah, a club in the back of Theater Square. Used nowadays, I hear they let in thugs from all over. This is it, Tak. Get ready to meet some shady people.
Yeah, shady is definitely the operative word here. Can't imagine this place gets a...
Who knew an entrance to the underground was right here in broad daylight? Alright, let's get in there and be done with this.
Hey, who the hell are you two? Got some invitations?
The Yagami Detective Agency doesn't need any. Say, is Akutsu
Detectives, huh?
There a problem here? This is a public business, isn't it?
About time you showed up. We've been expecting you.
Nothing like running into an old friend.
You want to talk to Akutsu-san, fine. But only Kaito gets in.
Why?
See, we all knew the Yakuza out in the cold would come around to us once the Tojo clan cleared out. Know what makes us such a hit?
Who gives a shit?
We got a system fleshed out. Your average gangbanger starts at rank F. But an ex-Yakuza, a Tojo head at that, fast-tracked right to B rank. Oh, and just for you, Kaito-san. The boss says he'll start you out at A.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got your pick of the chumps. But I'm here to talk to a fucking adult man. So get stepping and take me to Akutsu.
Spoken like a man with some balls. I can see why Akutsu's had his eye on you.
What? So I really have to just wait in the lobby?
You should thank your lucky stars you're not dead yet.
I don't know about this, Kaito-san. What if you need backup?
Relax, Tak. All I gotta do is talk man-to-man with Akutsu.
You heard the man. Now come on.
Oh, if it's gonna be that quick, I'll just wait right here.
Do whatever you want.
You're shit for business.
Ah, come on. Don't you want to be friends? Hey, think I could use your restroom? There's one inside, right?
Go shit on the cement for all I care. Restrooms?
So, you in arcade too? I take it business is good lately.
Oh, hell yeah. Recruits are... If you're looking for quick cash in Kamurocho, arcade's where it's at. Plenty of hottie...
Wow. And all you do is fool around on your phone. Talk of...
Screw you.
Hey, not my fault they don't loop you into the good jobs. Bet those only go to the A-rank guys. You must be, what, F? F minus?
The fuck did you just say?
Oh, did I offend you? Sorry.
I'll show
Yes.
you who's soft, asshole!
Sorry. Getting split up from my buddy does make me kind of an asshole. All right, let's go.
Suspicious. Suspicious. Hey. What the?
Hey, where'd that new guy get taken to?
I heard Akutsu-san wanted to see him.
For real? Was he taken to the VIP room then?
Sounds like it.
Psh, even I've never gotten in there. What makes him such a big shot?
Sorry, man. Take a quick breather.
Hey, you there!
Yes? Can I help you?
You better stop fucking around. Didn't I ask you for another round?
Huh?
You forgot my order already?
Yeah. I'll get right on that.
Wait a minute. You know what? Fuck the bottle. How about you just mix me a cocktail?
But of course.
Here, sir. That's a good boy.
I hate to say it, Akutsu. I'm in a price bracket you couldn't afford if you wanted to.
I'm not saying you'd need to call it quits on the detective gig you've got going, Kaito-san. You can just give us a hand, help us out a bit when RK needs some real muscle on the field.
That a fucking joke? On what planet would I sign up for more busy work?
Think you might want to tone it down there, big guy? I've got my boys in the room. Being talked to like this isn't a good look.
Why would you care how you look? You're a bunch of damn Yakuza. You and Soma are picking up the Tojo clan scraps, yeah? Or do you have a real plan?
We'd have the manpower if we wanted to.
With all your washed-up Yakuza and punk-ass kids? I don't see it happening, man. What are you fucking thinking?
Exactly why we need more guys like you. Help me show this crew how the big boys roll. I need some authority on this to get it built the right way.
So you want me on as a drill sergeant for scumbags? Count me out.
Kamurocho's underground river of cash is still flowing, but there's no more Tojo clan upstream to collect it all. There's no more rules. We can run this town however the fuck we want. And once we've got ours, we can slip back into civilian lives to live it up clean as a whistle.
You want to be a civilian again? You're kidding.
Oh yeah. Want to have the cash to buy your favorite store, pop out a couple of kids and settle down with a family? Never would have been possible in the Yakuza life.
Well, why the fuck would you need me to do that? After you step into the shadow of the underworld, you never really escape from those chains. Don't sell me your bullshit like I'm one of your fucking brats. Huh. Sounds to me like your whole damn pitch just ran out of gas. Go out there and build your dream gang if you want. I don't give a shit. That said, if you keep bugging me about this shit, I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Keep your fucking distance from us.
Did you say us? Are you refusing to join up because you have a partner? Bring Yagami along for all I care.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
I'd reconsider that stance if I were you. If you aren't coming along as a friend, then you're my enemy.
I don't take work from assholes.
Have it your way, then. Hey, round up the boys.
Sir. Hey! Get off your asses!
Too late for that. I knew exactly how this little chat was gonna go down.
Son of
Yeah, well, I knew exactly where you'd be for a chat you weren't invited to.
Well, if you're done over there, shall we get back down to business?
You're not walking out of here.
If you don't know how to use that thing, you're gonna cut yourself, man. You sure?
You fuckers are the ones who don't know shit. This whole damn town belongs to the arcade now, you know.
Now the whole town belongs to you, huh? You fucking morons. You're gonna have to pry this town out of my hands!
Let's go.
Hey! Quit dragging your ass!
Right! Sorry, boss! Yo! Fuck them up, boys!
Dumbass, you down already?
No, sir! Come on, let's fucking do this!
Now I understand why you wanted Kaito on your side.
Still got anything you want to say, Akutsu?
I can appreciate your perspective on this, Kaito.
In that case, you better leave us the hell alone.
Yeah, we can do that. We get it. It's fine. Right, Akutsu?
Why are you here? Aren't you busy?
Just checking in. You made quite a mess here.
Tak, meet Soma. He's the leader of the RK.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You keep saying we, but I don't think you know what's going on. You just gonna waltz in here and bark orders?
Kaito-san turned down your offer, didn't he? And the other guy is Yagami from his own detective agency. Before that, he was an accomplished lawyer. Now he's with Kaito-san independently.
It's my job to be running HQ, though. You shouldn't roll up unannounced.
I'm supposed to leave you to your own devices? I do have to check in, at least to show my face.
Got a cold?
It's a dust allergy, actually. Tough thing to live with. And I used to catch hell for it in the Yakuza. Quit that infernal sniffling, they'd say.
Yeah, that couldn't have been easy, man. I bet they would beat the shit out of you if you didn't blow your nose.
You know it. I do wish we'd had the time to work together, Kaito-san. You as well, Yagami-san. It may feel like we're a small-time outfit in the immediate term, but RK will grow. We'll show you. But in the meantime, we'll leave the two of you be. Does that work?
Finally, some sense. Best of luck with the growth. As the leader here, you need brains and brawn.
Something else?
Your gang was out there searching for some guy in a picture. Well, how'd that hunt end up turning out? He was some kind of girls' bar manager, wasn't he? It sounded like he'd disappeared from Kamurocho more than a few years back. You have any luck tracking him down?
We actually found that he's unfortunately dead. Likely murdered. Considering Kamurocho's reputation and the nature of his profession, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Got it. I guess I was just kind of curious.
Always happy to oblige a detective.
I guess we shouldn't have taken RK so lightly, even though they're new to the scene.
Yeah. Supposedly Selma's the one who spearheaded the campaign to scoop up all the ex-Tojo. Turns out he's teaching the next generation of thugs about protection money, loan sharking, mugging. He's like an unemployment agency for shitheads. They've got 50 full-time bodies so far, but if you include part-timers and other associates...
That's a lot. Even half that's a lot.
The Yakuza left behind a gaping power vacuum in this town. So much for peace and quiet.
Saori-san's calling. Hello?
It's Shiosaki. Sorry for the wait. I found our class.
Mamiya-san, right? Yui Mamiya?
Yes. She lives with her family in East Ikebukuro. I'm about to make a quick house call.
Awesome. Then I'll be right over.
Good. See you soon.
I caught all that. You go on ahead, Tak.
Okay. I'll head back to the office when I'm done.
Oh, perfect timing, Yagami-san. And here I was about to go without you. Are you ready to visit Mamiya's? Well, the best... Remember, we're speaking to a victim here, Yagami-san. One whose assailant we defended in court. If we had tried to make an appointment, she probably would have...
Not sure showing up unannounced is much better.
Yes, there's no way around it.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yes?
I'm Shirasaki from the Genda Law Office. The attorney for... You may remember me from the hearings.
Why are you here? Don't you know it's rude to show up at someone...
I understand. But we have a pressing matter that directly If we could do this another way, we would.
I'm sorry, but the trial's over and done with.
You're right. But I'm only asking a moment of your time. Please.
I don't have time for this. I'm going to have to ask...
Wait, before you do that. Sorry to butt in. I'm Yag... Mamiya-san. Scratch that. Yui. You have a charming voice, you know that?
I'm sorry, what?
See? You did it again. The way you talk, it's like...
Do you know how tempted I am to slam the door in your face right now?
No, don't do that. Sorry. That was a Are you aware of the trending video that's leading people to believe Ahara committed murder? Thing is, the victim was confirmed to be alive in Yokohama. And since Ahara was on the train with you, they're
So... what?
Just trying to ensure you're in the clear from any of that. If we could do this now, we'd never bother you again.
How absurd.
We're only trying to help. But if later would work better, we could always come back another time. That visit would probably be more formal. There'd be paper. You'll want to clear your schedule.
I really don't have time.
I understand, and it's entirely our... We thought we'd do this casually, but it is a murder case, so we do have to make sure. Now, would you prefer to schedule a date to accommodate a more formal...
You said 10 minutes if we do it now.
We'll make it as painless as possible.
All right.
We really do appreciate it.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm also not sure I should trust a word you say ever again.
Really? I did get us an...
I'm joking. I do appreciate the help. Now let's not screw this up. This is likely the only conversation...
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. Again, we apologize for the...
Let's just get this over with already.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll make this quick.
What the? Hey. Suspicious. What the? Suspicious. Hey.
So, Doc, I've already told the police and the court.
I'm sorry to put you through this again, but would you mind going...
What else is left to discuss?
I understand how pressured you might feel.
I've gone over this so many times. I wonder if pressing charges was even worth it.
What you did was both brave and inspirational. Many victims are afraid to... Your voice might give them courage to find their own.
Ironic. Hearing this from that predator's defense team.
Well...
Would you mind walking us through that day from the beginning?
It's nothing so mysterious. I was just on my way to work when some man grabbed my butt.
Nothing else was out of the ordinary that day?
Correct.
Not to pry, but where is your husband today?
Still at work? He usually doesn't get home until later. On that note, I have to feed my son, so let's get this wrapped up soon.
We'll try our best to. Moving along. On that day, had you ever seen the man before then?
No. Your lawyer friend here already knows everything I have to say. What do you gain by getting me to repeat things?
That's the thing. Yagami-san here. He can take whatever you repeat, analyze it, and draw
Of
up
course. That's exactly why I'm here. In the security footage, as you stepped onto the train, it looks like Ihara-san stepped right behind you. Were you aware of his presence at this point?
I was. It felt like someone I remember second-guessing myself at the time. Thinking,
Then the train took off while you were stuck in that situation.
yes. And then I felt the back of his hand. It kept getting worse from there. To the point where he went under my skirt, and the pig had the nerve to write it off as an accidental brush on a crowded train. But that kind of touch wasn't accidental. He even grabbed at me.
Truly awful. And I do sympathize. I've also had to turn in an abuser like that. Personally speaking, some men can't wait to debase themselves at the first opportunity.
Why would you say that and look at me?
I just stood there, frozen. I couldn't see who was touching me. I had no idea what to do. I wanted to scream. But what if he just played it off?
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm fine, sweetie. We're just having a bit of grown-up talk.
Uh-huh.
Then go read your book and wait over there for Mom.
You said the abuse last. Did you see the groper's face at any time during that span?
No. I was too terrified to look. But just as the train was pulling into Shinjuku, I reached back and grabbed it. That's when I saw his face. Of course, he shook me off as the doors opened. He must have known I could turn him in at that point. So here...
Right. That was captured by the station's security cameras.
Great job tailing him in such a crowd. On that note, did you ever happen to lose sight of Ihara-san while...
His cap was pretty easy to spot, and no one else was bolting off the platform like I never lost sight of him. At that point, I could feel my voice returning.
I'm glad there were good Samaritans nearby.
For sure. And there were a lot of smartphones out. So I figured there was no way...
I see. I think I've got the gist of it. But now we've got a piece of evidence that contradicts what you've told us.
What do you mean?
Despite what we just went over, wouldn't you say this contradicts your...
I'm not sure.
No, Yagami-san is...
Oh, shoot. If you'll allow me to rephrase. Despite what we just went over.
I'm not...
No.
Oh, if you'll allow me to rephrase. Well, on the same day, at 6:30 a.m. in Yokohama, a student teacher named Hiro Mikoshiba was sent off to work by his mom, but he was soon abducted near his home, only to be found dead.
Is that...
According to the video, Ihara-san here is the murderer.
What?
He killed Mikoshiba in cold blood to get vengeance for his bullied son. His kid was about to graduate high school, but instead, he took his own life. So Ihara took it upon himself to punish his sons.
Awful.
But now we come back to the issue here. If this footage is authentic, then Ihara-san couldn't have been your assailant. The victim's estimated time of death and Ihara-san's time of arrival in Tokyo simply don't allow for it. It's just not possible for someone to make that. But there's the flip side. If Ihara-san was in fact your assailant, it would mean this murder footage is a fabrication.
I don't know what you expect me to say.
Right? Now you know how we're feeling. That's why we came to see if you had any leads for us.
So that's what this is about.
After hearing your story, I have no doubt you endured a lot then, which would obviously mean that murder video was faked.
Then, who shared that video?
Wish I knew. Based on the quality, something this convincing would need quite a budget, whether it's CG on top of real murder footage, or just a rock. So why go through all this effort to fake a murder? Who would bet? But I have to say, I feel much closer to piecing this puzzle together with your help today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, and rest assured, this will be the last time you see us. Our apologies for the unexpected visit. And for dredging up unpleasant memories.
It's fine. So long as this is really the end of it all.
I'd like to report Mamiya-san's account to the rest of the team. Can I count on you to be there?
Sure. Let me give Kaito-san a heads up.
All right, then I'll...
Yo, me.
Hey, I just got back to...
All good here, man.
I mean, they did run their mouths. Anyway, I'm heading to Genda, so...
You're the boss.
Are we ready, Yak? Let's start with our visit to Mamiya-san, if that sounds reasonable to you.
Yeah, let's start there.
So, the victim's story is completely...
That's correct. There wasn't anything new to pick up.
Unfortunately.
In which case, should we look into the murder video?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether that tape's fake or real, someone had to put it online, right? Do we have any theories on who that might...
Well, the footage showed enough of the surroundings to make the crime... As somebody who's been there, I can confirm that the blood splotches match what you see in the footage. That prosecutor in charge of the harassment case, Takano, he posted Mikoshiba's murder footage online to ruin Ahara's reputation.
Why would he need to ruin him? He was... Do you really have that low of an opinion?
I agree. That doesn't make much sense.
I don't think it makes any sense.
Of course it doesn't.
Hey, this isn't the time for your shenanigans.
Ahara posted the video. Maybe he set it up as a delayed upload.
Did he really think that far ahead?
That's true. The murderer's accomplices have to be the ones who posted it.
Yeah. I can't see
I
it.
also agree with Yagami-san.
But in that case, what would their motive be?
Maybe they wanted to make a mockery of the police, or even the whole system.
Huh?
We know Ihara got himself convicted, but then his conspirators turned it around, almost as if to say, look how he got away with it.
I see. Yeah, that does make it sound like he's taunting them.
That's well and good, but I'd like to shift gears. Let's talk about the...
Well, for example, the true culprit would be taped murdering Mikoshiba. That's how they'd approach it in a Hollywood movie.
But then...
Tsukumo-san...
We've been down this road before. If we take the stance that the footage is...
Then let's tackle this from the stance that the video's actually real. If that's the case, there has to be a flaw in the groping issue. I think we've collected enough evidence to...
Before meeting with Yui Mamiya, perhaps the real Ihara...
But we couldn't find enough from the moment he set...
But wait, that's not entirely it. What are your thoughts on this video?
I mean, other than it being... I'm honestly a bit confused as to why you're bringing...
Yeah. Not every single thing was captured on camera.
The trace inspection results? What do these have to do with it?
While these were used to prove Ihara made contact with... Unless the onboard security cameras have X-ray vision...
That may be true. But how does that relate to... Feels like that's where we need to...
What do you think this evidence indicates?
Ihara's transit card. That just shows he passed through the Ikebukuro station gate at 7:43 a.m. Its timestamp matches the security camera.
Then, if Ihara committed the murder at 7:30 a.m. in Yokohama...
I think we're all aware of that by now.
Okay, hang on. Remember how we mocked up a diagram of the Shinjuku station?
Yeah. Oh, wait! That's it! You could be onto something. There's a point where Ihara wasn't on camera.
What is this point you speak of?
Let's all go over the diagram so that Hey. Suspicious. It's very brief. The dotted lines on the arrow represent the camera's blind spot.
It does appear so. So you're saying this is where the groper, the fake...
Can't say it's impossible, right?
Right. Except if that actually happened, Mamiya-san would have been right behind them at the time. Could the two really swap...
In a crowd like that.
If that really was Ihara's plan, then I'd say he was being careless.
Careless? How?
Well, on the day of the incident, the station was packed for morning rush. That means there was no solid guarantee the assailant could make the switch. He could have been nailed by any random passerby.
Good point. Not only that, then the first Ihara would have been caught before even reaching the platform.
Oh, I mean, yeah!
Think about it, Yagami-san. Why would Ihara's accomplices meticulously plan out only to leave such a crucial component to chance? As Hoshino...
just doing my job.
True. Good work, Hoshino-kun.
Yeah?
What if everything, including the appearance of leaving...
Can you expound on that?
I'm saying I agree that such an airtight, and that takes the question to another level.
Are you saying there's more to it than...
Every last bit of footage, from the eyewitness recordings to, if that's the case, that's because the real footage of Ihara tagging in...
Why would the prosecution go to all that...
Or maybe they sympathized with...
You're saying his court...
All right, I realize that's a stretch, a huge...
Was that all? You made it sound like you had this whole thing figured
No,
out.
hang on. Ihara secured for them to be able to pull that off.
Right, so...
Hiro Mikashiba has to still be alive, meaning the body found in each...
Well, Kanagawa PD already determined the body had been decomposing from...
Of course.
Was that
no,
all?
hang on. Ihara, for them to be able to pull that off...
Right, so...
I know this won't go over.
Huh?
Bear with me. Let's say if that's the case, the swap could happen right in front of her.
You're saying the victim of a groping conspired with her assailant before...
Let me just... Now, if Ihara and his stand-in both... They can trade places in the blind spot with impunity. Conversely, if Mamiya wasn't in on the plan, the idea of a swap would never work. We can say with certainty that she would have seen the swap, so... She could have even called attention to the real Ihara the moment he stepped in. That way, the people around her would be focused on chasing the correct assailant. The rest is as we know it. They caught Ihara and detained him until the police showed up.
Hold that. Remember that fibers of the victim's underwear were detected on his hand.
Well, that can also be explained. For example, while the stand-in was showing himself at the security cameras, Mamiya could have easily provided Ihara access to it. Maybe the stand-in loitered around for so long because he was...
It's not impossible.
We can work out the other details later. But the point is, Ihara's murder out in summary...
I'll concede that it's an
And when it comes to the prosecution, they can't just admit they got... Plus, they can't question Ihara about Mikashiba.
So he managed to make a farce...
Well, his court case for his son's bullying did the school, the investigative committee, and the court. No surprise from me that the guy held...
Before we all
What's
decide
up?
on this, the obvious question to me is why would Mamiya be party? She appears more than financially stable, and she's even raising... So why would she do something so enormously risky as helping a staff...
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. But maybe she was promised something that far exceeds the... Or maybe Ihara has some kind of dirt on her even?
Enough to make her help with a murder? What sort of secret would be big...
What info do we have on...
I'll pull her information, just as...
Oh, I just thought of something else those two...
What's that?
If Ihara wanted to use this crime as a murder alibi, but if he had chosen a victim whose solid plan would need to eliminate that, which means Mamiya being an accomplice.
That's true.
Looks like Ihara pulled one over on the prosecution then. Had his accomplices right where he wanted them. Once we learn how he's connected to Mamiya, we can...
Let's see. According to her file, her maiden name is Yui Suzuki, originally from Ota, Tokyo.
Huh.
Met her husband, Taichi Mamiya, and 6 years ago, she gave birth to their only son, Sotaku.
Hold on. You said she went to Kura... Didn't I just go there to...
That Seiryo High you went
That's
to?
what it was. That's not where Tsukumo...
Nah, Tsukumo-san.
Wait. Tsukumo went out drinking with you?
Yeah, we had fun.
What did you guys even talk about?
Hey, why am I getting grilled all of...
I agree. This is nowhere near relevant. Yagami.
Oh, right. When I went to scope out the murder scene, there were these 3 guys watching. They told us they were just checking things out.
Do you have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san.
Akayuki-san, age 30.
What's that got to do with anything? Aren't we trying to find a connection between
I found the
Mamiya-
Kurakawa Academy website. Looks like they're pretty prestigious. It's in Tokyo, specifically in Ota. Pretty close to where Mamiya lived. Oh,
What?
the girls there get such cute uniforms.
You little... You want to start all over from the bar exam?
Wait, I've seen that uniform before too, actually.
Where?
On an old picture of a teacher at Seiryo High. Sawa-sensei. Hara's son confided in her. Is she actually a Kurakawa grad too? I don't know.
Could this mean they're actually linked? The victim and her up...
It's a tenuous link at best. Could fall apart any time. But no true detective alive would pass it.